A very warm welcome to Ulwazi Nezindaba. So guys, lokunyindi kwendekile lapha uThando Nesithembu Uncut, and it really seemed as though they were doing a repetition. Kodwa this time around they were dealing with issues or addressing issues that have happened in the past. Kodwa nyalo bangena nje in more details on those issues. Kakhulukazi le issue nje yamayeni naVuyokazi. Siyakhumbula ukuthi uVuyokazi wathatha mfwana lokhulise ngumayeni kwaba nje nedrama lekhulu ngalendlela lesimanga, and uVuyokazi for the longest time ever she has been quiet about this whole issue. So nalabanye abantu nje really highlighted kokuthi hayi ngathi behavior yamayeni nje ihambe ya escalator, so untshintshile ngiyalo akasafuni kuva lutho compared to eqaleni. And some people said kokuthi angeke ahlale phela ngantshintshi untshintsha ngimseleko, that's why abaso. And uMusa Mseleko nje unprovoked uvele washo ukuthi Mpumelelo naMayeni bebangamfuni uVuyokazi, nguye lebekamlwela phela.
Nangithuka nangibhesele sekunjani makunje 2 years back to be exact ngasho ukuthi abamboni uVuyokazi kwaMseleko angishongo nangithuka kodwa nakho into engiyikhulumile mina 2 years back is unraveling phambi kwenu. How convenient was it for uMamseleko to say etafuleni ehleli namakosikazi akhe, not even uMayeni's wives, his wives, ukuthi uMayeni did not like uVuyokazi? How convenient. And as much as ngiyamthanda mina uMayeni, I believe uMamseleko, and I know abantu abaningi bazongithuka in the comments, bazongilwisa, and I don't care. Kodwa asikhulumeni amaqiniso guys, this is about uVuyokazi. Niyabona ukuthi uSibindi ufuzuma wakhe guys, ufuzuma wakhe akatshelwa and muzomphikisa shame wena umuntu omubi. And I say like his mother because kunini simtshela uMseleko ngezakhe guys, and uyazilungisa shame yena uyakhombisa ukuthi at least uyazama, kodwa uMayeni kumele uxatshwane nje. Do you know what I'm saying? Nina, you must hear uMayeni. And guys, that's okay. Simthanda kabi uMayeni. Siyamthanda thina uMayeni because of that one thing. Guys, you need to be yourself no matter what. This is reality TV. So when uVuyokazi clapped back ngathi mina nazo to be deleted, just a glimpse of what happened back then. 2019 got pregnant, started getting phone calls from girlfriends, got threatening texts, accused of witchcraft. Guys, good evening, and I'm not going to read it all now. Got the guys saying about why Udadela decided to use the witchcraft against uVuyokazi that time when they were fighting. Because Nak, Mpumelelo was telling Intom Zak, oh, let me go with allegedly, was telling Intom Zak allegedly uVuyokazi is using witchcraft. Now all of a sudden, Udadela knows the same thing. Yes, guys, I wonder, did Mpumelelo even like uVuyokazi? Fake accounts were created using my name, Gutiwa, indeed, Tuga Umawak and her sisters. Now, that's the part where I believe Umayeni decided not to like uVuyokazi, because uMamseleko had said to Umayeni, Guti yazini mina ngafonelwa uMaka Vuyokazi, crying about uVuyokazi, saying she does not like what is happening with Umawak and uSibindi, as in the treatment that she's receiving by Uma kaSibindi. Ebo guys, niyangizwa kodwa? Fast forward, uVuyokazi gives birth to the first grandchild, kwaMseleko, uMhlophekazi. And of course, she lives with uMayeni. And that's when uMayeni started liking uVuyokazi. I believe this was the time when uVuyokazi and uMayeni's relationship got better and stronger, because uVuyokazi was now taking a backseat and allowing uMayeni to be the mother to ingane yakhe. This is why uMayeni was so comfortable to say we raised Mhlophekazi. So naturally, uMawengane clapped back. And by clapping back, guys, she was not at fault. Mayeni raised Mhlophekazi. The least you could have done was to notify her that you're taking Mhlophe for good. It's just human decency. Hi, bo. uVuyokazi do not have a child with Mayeni. So the entitlement to Mhlophekazi khombisa ukuthi abamboni uVuyokazi. Then uMamseleko is going to turn around and say ukuthi ngeke ayikhokhe ihlawulo for nzuzo because uhlale eKapa, so akho sidingo sokuhlawula ingane. The last time I checked, kahle inhlawulo, ukhokha ihlawulo is ugeza umuzi. Akithi uyahlawula because unecala. Kahle wena ugeza umuzi, awuyithenga ingane. Manifuna ukwenza okunye ngengane, as in manifuna ingane ikhule emzumbi. Mele nithenge ingane. I do not know isiko lamaXhosa, but mina from what I know when it comes to isiko lethu of amaZulu, ingane iyathengwa guys, iyathengwa. Guys,
I think includes maybe buhlungu mangibona le ndaba kaMayeni ne yokuthi bathathe umntwana and bathathe umntwana without ukuthi bamtshela ukuthi umntwana bamthatha. But also I feel like there is a bit more it's a bit deeper. I feel like that ukuthi indaba yakhona it's a bit deeper. Ayifuna ukuthathwa ku face level because ugirl uvuyokazi ukwatile phela lapha ku Facebook uthi ya ndizothetha but at the same time like okay thetha because like uthi ukhipha ama file mara akakhiphi next is not aka accept aka dispute you know what's going on, you know. So as much as akwatile athi hey ndizothetha abantu abafuni ngithethe, but I'm like okay thetha kaloku phela, like let's hear what you have to say, you know. And also guys, man, uMaheni nibonile la phathi le uMaheni ku diary session bambuzile bathi what I forgot what was the question. Ukuthi makayohlawula ekibo yini into kumele sihlawulele khona, umseli kuma uhlawule ekibo yini into kumele sihlawulele khona. And then aphendula lo sesathi lo nje ayikufuni, athi ayikufuni ayihlangene nawe. And I'm thinking, guys, I'm pro Maheni, you guys know. But also, what if maybe there's a side we're not seeing? What if Vele uMaheni is like a mean person? Because why aphendulelo yasisi so? What if Vele looks in defender so kanti Vele nje uMaheni it's just nje a mean person mara because slow yes so esikhokweni ngoMaheni njengoba simthanda kanje sihlathi simdefend sizo esikhokweni ngoMaheni ngixoxeleni sizo esikhokweni because. But also maybe it's because Umusa made her to be like that. Because I mean I love uMaheni and I love straight talker back and being sharp, but also I'm trying to avoid the fact that she can be a mean person.
Let us start ngendaba yavuyokazi uThando Nesithembu Uncut. It's tough. I feel Maheni's pain, but at the same time I think I understand where Vuyokazi comes from. It is difficult to ask for your child if you feel the environment is toxic for you or because many a times they will refuse with the child. So I think uMaheni, her pain is valid, and at the same time Vuyokazi's pain is valid, but I did not expect to Sophia lazy.
uThando Nesithembu Uncut episode 1. This episode focused more or entirely on uMaheni noMusa because that was one of the biggest storylines last season, and I feel like they did well because now we are glued to TV to watch. Guys, there's just a lot. So uMaheni clearly nechomi yakhe restaurant is giving us exactly good tea. Baphi noMusa after the last season. She's saying basically, I felt like she's saying there are still things are still the same, but they are cordial with each other, because this thing of saying we are shooting see right, but you can tell it's not convincing. They are just cordial with each other. And then now umuntu sihlalela kwakhe umuntu nomzi wakhe abasahlala eMzumbe, and I'm like yo siyawuthanda phela uMzumbe. I hope mabeshoot abazohlala bedibana eMzumbe more often, because uMzumbe was making the show because everyone was next to each other kulapho idrama ebisenzeka khona. So now umuntu menomzi wakhe omnye hlala le I wonder ukuthi is it gonna work for us as viewers, because I know for a fact ukuthi bona as wives it works for them. And then uMaheni last season ebecelile kuMusa ubucela ukugezwa because of izinto uMusa azenze zona, and then iproducer yabuza ba okwenzeni, why ufuna ukugezwa. I bona on that one Shema I won't sugarcoat it ndithini uMaheni was rude, because why ezothi kuproducer ayikufuni lena awuhlangene nayo, because she should have said it's confidential or something. The way she answered there, she was rude. And upholile ke sana baby girl uzokuphoxa ekupholele. And then size the biggest elephant in the room, indaba kaVuyokazi. Listen, I've got mixed emotions ngendaba kaVuyokazi no Maheni no Mpumelelo. As much as uMusa loves uVuyokazi, and uMusa was trying to do the right thing by bringing in uVuyokazi, because uMpumelelo akazokwazi kaloku kuhamba emithisa eshiya ababantu. So uMusa was trying to do the right thing, ukuthi so mithisile, so nomntwana naye, so yenza into ezi right, makabi lapha lo muntu ohlala naye. I feel like he should have just left it at that. Angamhlanganisi, because now uVuyokazi was subjected to whatever she was subjected to. One, akafuna ngumpumelelo lo muntu aze ngaye phaya. 2 akafunwa ngumamezala because maybe umamezala feels like hayi uMpumelelo usemncinci for ukuchata bazomhetha and what not. So uVuyokazi was subjected to that situation. I feel like Umusa, as much as he was trying to do the right thing, he should have not forced. I feel like he forced Mpumelelo to take uVuyokazi. In fact, he fought for uVuyokazi to be there. So uVuyokazi ended up engekho kwi-situation right. And uVuyokazi should have at least told Mayeni to say, listen, I'm taking umntwana uzohlala nami. I don't think she needed to explain a lot of things because at the end of the day umntwana ngowakhe, but just the decency of saying, listen, umundlalela nomntanami, I appreciate that, but now ndiyamthatha umntwana iphelele khonapho.
Cela ngicorrecteni mhlambe ngi-wrong, but I watch Uthando Nesthembu Uncut, which is a 6-part special, and this is like a build-up to the 9th season of the show. Mayeni highlighted the fact that Yena and Musa Mseleku were actually happily in love. I think they still are in love even now, but it's not like before when they were still dating before they actually got married. And sometimes I've never been married, but it's things that I've actually noticed. It's things that I've actually seen with my own eyes. It always feels like when couples get married, it always feels like they're put under pressure to drastically change their relationship or how they are towards each other when they actually get married, compared to like being this couple that's actually dating before officially making things official. Mayeni actually highlighted the fact that Musa Mseleku is different from the Musa Mseleku that she knows. Look, I understand people grow, we do become different versions of ourselves as we evolve, and she highlighted the fact that Musa Mseleku is different from what they were when they were dating, and if it were up to her, she would have just remained a girlfriend, a long-time girlfriend, because she was happier then. And I don't know if maybe one of the issues is neglect in terms of the marriage, because maybe that's one of the issues. But it always baffles me that when couples go on from dating to like becoming a married couple, it always feels like they change a lot. And sometimes it scares me, because do you really have to drastically change that much when you become like this married couple? And that's a question for me. And that's something that I would never really understand. Maybe until I experience it, then maybe I'll know. But I think you probably know in the comment section if you let me know. Why do couples have to drastically change that much from being like this couple that was dating to like being a married couple? And then moving on from that, I don't know what's the actual story in Dabaga Makwela, because it feels like Mayeni hasn't been introduced to Makwela officially. She claims that she's only seen her on TV. She's always finding out things on TV, and it feels like the neighbors right now. Knowing Mayeni, Makwela probably got introduced to the other wives, and she was not there, and she probably feels like she has to be introduced to Makwela separately. Look, I do get her, but that could be the case, or maybe Musa Mseleku hasn't properly introduced Makwela to the other wives, which is shocking for me, because it's June 2025. These two have a kid together now, Makwela and Musa Mseleku. I thought he would have introduced Makwela already, but I think we'll find out more about this maybe in season 9, but we'll see how that goes. And then moving on to the other stuff, shout out to the crew in terms of Uthando Nesthembu, because it is an interesting show that has a lot of drama, and it seems like it has drama on and off screen. One thing I noticed is the fact that these women are very stubborn, especially Mayeni. She's probably the most difficult person to work with when it comes to shooting a reality show, because Mayeni has always said that if she doesn't like certain things, she doesn't like certain things, and there's no convincing her. And shout out to the crew for always making things work, whether they be drama from the wives or Musa Mseleku or the kids or anyone else on and off camera. And dealing with the Mayeni really needs you to have a lot of strength, and mentally you need to be prepared, because that woman is very stubborn. Even Musa Mseleku naye, he always has a struggle in terms of trying to get like a conversation going with her, because when she says she doesn't like something, she doesn't like something. And shout out to the crew, because you really are able to make it work. And if I were to create my own reality show, definitely hire the same crew, because they're doing such an amazing job. But please let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this whole Musa Mseleku and Mayeni situation, them becoming different, way too different from the time they were dating to becoming this married couple. the whole Makwela situation, and Yahanda Vuyogazi for me is just very confusing, and there's just a lot going on. I don't know. Vuyogazi probably has issues with the entire family. I don't know what's the actual issue, but I think the only person who can fix this is Mpumelelo.
Honest and respectful conversation. So first of all, people are saying that the show did not meet up their expectations. So I'm not a person who's gonna gaslight you and be like, no, you no, because you don't understand. You know, people will like gaslighting people and be like, yeah, you don't understand TV. No. Your feelings are valid if you feel that the show did not live up to your expectations, first of all. Secondly, but I think in this video I will explain why there's such a show and why probably your expectations were not met. So first of all, this has never been done in South Africa before, having such a show that breaks forth on like this, whereby we're addressing things that happened on the show in a different show. it's a show, it's a show within a show, you know. So this has never been done before. So because Uthando Nesithembu was a real novella, it had over 30 episodes, I believe that when producers and the production were filming the whole thing, they filmed a lot of things. So they were left with a lot of footage that they did not use. Sometimes we don't use the footage because channel will be like, let's exclude this. We don't need this as part of the conversation. There are a lot of things guys, filming one scene can take up to an hour, you know, but because it's a show, it has to be 20 minutes. We will just take 5 minutes of that. So there were a lot of remaining stuff that they were like, okay, we have some stuff, but maybe this stuff is also very important in providing context to the things that happened on the show. Hence, we're getting snippets of unseen footage, but also we see the cast members in the current and present moment, as you saw Umayeni addressing things. So these unseen footages, they just embellishment to provide clarity and context to certain things. But bear in mind, season 9 is coming in February. So this show is not a season 9, it's setting a tone for season 9. So that usually I used to have an issue with Uthando Nesithembu, certain things, we're always addressing things, man, on Uthando Nesithembu from the past season, right? Whereas we should start a new season, So I think with this show, they are trying to say, listen, we get that you guys feel like we're repeating the same things. Let's address some of those things now, so that in season 8, we just, on the upcoming season, which is season 9, ziyakhala, you know. So I understand where you're coming from, but I also needed to explain to you what is happening, okay? Now, let's get into the episode. Now, as I watched the episode, I was like, personally, this is my take. I don't think Umayeni hated Vuyogazi. Hate is such a big word. And also, I don't think there's proof to prove that, or the evidence to prove that Umayeni hated. I don't think so, honestly. Umusa or Nombaba Mthombeni, I think she really liked Vuyogazi for her son, you know, by all means necessary. But she didn't have to throw other people under the bus and be like, yeah, but now there's no proof that we have seen. We're judging based on what we've seen that Umayeni hated Vuyogazi. Again, I don't know. This person stayed with Ingane. I don't want to use the word raise. They stayed with Ingane for that certain period of time. And I don't think you would really have you know, at all. But I do think that at some point Vuyogazi thought, hey, look, it's unhealthy for my child to stay in this household. Yes, we may be running away from guns in Cape Town, but guns are better compared to emotional damage that the child can suffer being in an environment that's changing. So I think Vuyogazi probably thought, you know what, let me take my child. Yes, probably she should have communicated with, hey, I've changed my decision. But knowing the people back Selegu, they seem like they're very big on family. They would have probably said, no, that is not going to happen. Maybe they are saying Bona, they would have allowed her, but I don't think so. They're seeming like they had formed a huge bond with the child, and probably they would have not easily let go of the child. So Vuyogazi was like, you know what, let me take my child. And I don't think it's really healthy for my child to be in this space, most probably. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't think Umayeni necessarily hated Vuyogazi. I don't think there's any reason for her to hate Vuyogazi. But I do think that she hates a situation where girls are gullible to umpumelelo. They just throw themselves because she has seen ukuthi kunjani ukuyinikela kumfana, you know, and through down iminyakeni what's gonna happen, you know. I'm not defending her, but I'm saying that based on her own experiences, some people are like, hey, why are you throwing yourself in this situation? Because I've been in this situation, you know, myself. So I would rather not you enter the situation. So sometimes we look at that rejection and as hate and be like, oh, yangizonda. Umuntu is saying, listen, ungazoyifaka le nyova dem enzakalana yabo. So those are my thoughts with regards to the show. And then Umayeni, yes, we saw her conversation with her friend. I just felt as if I wish she, you know, when you're meeting with someone, you want another fresh perspective. I felt like Umayeni, Ushibase was sort of dismissive to the friend just because mtape akeke stenjini, but you know, and when you go and have a chat with someone, you just want a fresh perspective. So why are you then dismissing that person, you know, and their opinion? I just felt like she should have just listened to her. As much as yes, mngani wakho is not in your shoes, she does not understand what you've gone through, but just listen to her and what she has to say and be like, you know what, I get you, girl, but hey, look, things are not as easy as you portray or you think they are, you know. Anyway, those are my thoughts about the show. Ngiyabonga.